Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving my review for the new Hallmark film, A Paris Proposal, starring Alexa Penavega and Nicholas Bishop as Anna and Sebastian. This one I was somewhat excited for because I do usually like Alexa's movies. Um, but I was also also a little nervous for because it wasn't with Carlos, and she's kind of
That's the
at
only
the
one she consistently has good connection with, so obviously. So.
Well, she's kind of also in her career where she doesn't like doing movies unless he's in it because she says she feels awkward kissing other guys.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that's because she need to step back from those
um,
types of movies then.
it was kind of worrisome going in, uh, but basically in this one, Alexa or Anna and Sebastian are sent to try to get this contract with this jewelry company to make their commercial, their ad, and they end up lying and saying they're married, and that they're there on their honeymoon or anniversary or whatever it was. I think it was their anniversary. Um, Now we've seen this story before with Hallmark. This is not a new type of story. We've seen this done many times, but this one really pissed me off because, and my biggest issue with this one was the reason for them to lie was so unwarranted. They did not give a good enough reason for them to lie and say they were married. Basically, they're sitting there talking, and she looks off and sees some guy, and it causes her to say something about engagement, and it kind of they think it's them and all that, and it was stupid. It was ridiculous. It was very unneeded. There was no. They could have just easily have shut it down right there and said, "Oh no, sorry, so sorry, I didn't mean that. I was uh, thinking of something else." There was no reason for it. There was no stipulation for them to have to do it. It's just like they just did it. It's like they just threw it in there to try to intrigue the story more for people. Um, So throughout this whole movie, as the movie's going along, I get more and more aggravated that we're having to deal with this lie. And then when we get to the end and you get the big blow up like we know we're going to have, it just felt so unnecessary I was at that point I just didn't care about the blow up at the end because they brought it on themselves for being stupid and lying for no reason when they could just shut the whole thing down from the very beginning. Um, it's different if there's a reason why you're doing it, but there wasn't for this one. On top of that, I think Alexa did fine. Um, I know like I said, I know she I guess felt sort of uncomfortable in this one, not doing it with her husband, but I thought she did decent at hiding that. I thought there was some chemistry there. I mean, I've definitely seen better. Um, and the cinematography was really nice, though. The setting being in Paris was really beautiful at times. Um, but it was just an okay story. There wasn't much to it. It just left me kind of just with a meh feeling. Um, and I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5. I think, um, I think this was one that could have been so much more, and I think the issue is she couldn't have done this. Well, she could have done this with Carlos. They would have just had it had been a whole new story because the guy they got was French, so it made sense to be him. It made more sense, but um, it was just, I don't know. It disappointed me. It was very disappointed. Maybe my expectations were my excitement level was too high for it, but um, it's not one that I could see myself going back to. We'll see. It will probably get a physical release just because it's Alexa's film. So we'll see if it gets a standalone release or a like a triple or double feature set release. If it does get a triple or double feature set, I'll just have to see what else is with it because as of right now, nothing I've watched I would rewatch again so far with Hallmark
For this year.
for this year, which I've only seen three because I took a very long break after
Christmas.
the Christmas rush. So
Bet overdid it with that one.
yeah, so I've only watched three as of right now. This next one coming up looks like it might be good, but I don't really know the actors, in it. So I'm kind of I have more level expectations for this one. So I'm hoping I like this one really good this coming weekend. But because I want them to turn around. I want them to start getting better because I know Hallmark has in. I've seen really good ones by them. Um, but we'll just have to see how this Loveuary month finishes off with Hallmark, and yeah, that's what they call it,
That's
Loveuary. But we'll see how it finishes off, and then we'll jump into March, and we'll get the one I'm most excited for, and that's Tyler Hines. It is Tyler Hines and Rain and Fish's film. I always probably say her first name wrong, but that's what I'm really looking forward to. But again, Paris Proposal is a 3 out of 5. Nothing that I loved.
You notice the only Hallmark ones that I usually end up liking, so that's usually the ones I watch anymore, is Tower Hines.
It's because of he does good in his movies. He brings a comedic style to his roles usually.
Yeah.
But
And he's good
oh my gosh. That is everything for this review. So please comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we will see you all in the next one.